What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Stats Free Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jarrell Hicks, and I'm here today ready to get some potting on, man. I'm currently watching um, the Lakers Chicago Bulls Summer League game. You know, I'm really here for the Zion RJ Barrett game, though. That should be going on in about 5-10 minutes, maybe, I think 15 minutes probably. Um, the Lakers and Bulls game's wrapping up now, so I'm gonna try to keep focused while I watch that game. But it shouldn't be too hard. Nothing really crazy went on, so and I know my topic list, so it shouldn't be too hard to keep focused. But if some crazy stuff go on, I pause for a little second. And I'm gonna try to be professional with it. But I am a fan of the game, so I'm not professional, not a media member, nothing like that. I'm just a fan giving my opinion on sports and sports topics. So I'm not professional. But about the topic list, you can find the topic list. People have asked me. You can find the topic list on my Facebook page, my personal and the Stats Free Sports podcast Facebook page, and the Stats Free Sports Instagram page. And for Instagram and Facebook for the Stats Free Sports podcast, the name is Stats Free Sports. Easy. Stats Free Sports on Facebook and Instagram, and it has its own separate page, separate from my personal account, and it's all Stats Free Sports stuff. The topic list, me talking about sports, little stuff throughout the week about Kawhi, like this week about Kawhi Leonard didn't sign yet, and there's other topics: Serena Williams, Venus Williams, the 15-year-old girl, Coco Golf, who's still going on strong in the Wimbledon tournament. Team USA Soccer. I give my little takes on stuff like that throughout the week. Um, yeah, if you wanna chat there, debate there, talk there, whatever, just hit me up. Stats Free Sports on Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, there's 1 minute left in the Chicago Bulls Los Angeles Lakers Summer League game. So Zion and RJ game will be coming on very soon. But if you have seen the topic list for this week, I'm gonna start off with something different. The list is still the same. I just wanna deviate real quick to something I've seen that's very important. It's not really sports, but it's sports adjacent, I guess. It's a serious topic though. Nothing funny, nothing to joke about. So I'm a fan of sports and sports shows and sports podcasts and podcasts in general. So one of my favorite sports analysts, Chris Broussard, has a radio show slash podcast with Rod Parker. Both are formerly known from ESPN, but both are currently with FS1, Fox Sports One. I'm a big fan of Chris Broussard's. I'm not really a fan of Rod Parker, but I respect him. He was doing it for a long, long time. But he's like a black Skip Bayless to me. So I don't really, I'm not a real Skip Bayless fan either. I watch him a lot. I used to growing up, but those two guys I tend to not watch as much or watch their takes. Um, they're kind of foolish to me sometimes, but that's beside the point. So they have a show, Rob Parker and Chris Broussard, on FS1 radio called The Odd Couple. Okay, I watch that all the time. It's a little click, not really clickbait all the time, but it's kind of misleading titles. I guess clickbait you can say, but that's in all mainstream media type stuff, and they gotta talk about the same topic every day. So that's why I'm here for my opinion. I don't. That's why I made this Stats Free Sports podcast. Not because the name Stats Free Sports. That's just a name I thought of, but just because I want to talk about the same thing every week. Even if I make it big and become on TV, or get a big bag and go somewhere and gotta be professional and stuff like that, I'll never conform my morals and my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? And my show for, oh yeah, I gotta do this topic, LeBron topic every day. No, LeBron not popping, or LeBron don't need to be in the news. I'm not talking about LeBron at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find something new or something creative to think of. But on to my problem with the show. So they had an episode Wednesday. I come out with my topic list Wednesday. So I seen later on Wednesday night, I seen them have a title. I'm trying to speed this up too. Shoot, I'm not trying to be too long with it, but I'm trying to speed this up, man. But that's really got me irritated. So they have a show. They had a show Wednesday night. I made my topic list Wednesday evening, so I missed that topic. I missed the chance to put it on the topic list. But they had a segment called "Is Durant sensitive or is he a gangster?" with an A and a question mark. Is KD sensitive or he just a gangster? So I seen the title. I said it's clickbaitish. I'm like, okay. I see it Wednesday. I said, you know what? I'm gonna mark it down. I'm gonna talk about it. But I don't want to see it though. I'm gonna mark it down on my topic list, but I don't want to see it. But you know what? I have to see it because I have to do my due diligence and see what it's talking about. So I watch it Thursday, which is yesterday. I watched it Thursday. Um, in its totality, which is about 15-minute long clip. I watch on YouTube. They break the segments up in YouTube. Um, Now I didn't want to watch it, but I had to watch it. So basically, Chris Broussard coming with a narrative. Okay, I guess I don't watch First Take anymore, but Stephen A. Smith on First Take Wednesday morning um, was reporting about how KD left OKC. I don't know why, which was years ago, a long time ago, but he was reporting on the way he left OKC, and he looked KD had dinner with Russell and Nick Collison and a few other players that night before he chose Golden State. He told Russell to his face, looked in his eyes, and told him, "I'm not going nowhere." And then he went, once the meeting was over with OKC and the teammates, he went to Hampton and met with Draymond and the Warriors, and they signed with the Warriors that night or next morning, whatever, something like that, right? Cool. So I guess during the break or during another segment, KD hit up Stephen A. direct number like, "Yo, that's whoever told you that mess is a lie. Bold-faced lie, that's BS." Okay, and Stephen A. Said, "Okay, it's not from me. It's from sources I trust and believe in. So if they're lying, that means multiple people lying on you, KD. Whatever." They had their own little back and forth thing on Twitter or in their direct messages, whatever. Cool. So if you may not know, Chris Broussard and many other people, Skip Bayless, have had problems with KD over the years. Not problems, but they report something on live TV, and KD responds back on Twitter or directly to them. And Chris Bruce, and people say Kevin Durant is very sensitive and all that stuff. And Rob Parker gave KD the nickname of the Masot, not the GOAT, the Masot with an M, the Masot. I'm sure I'm saying it clearly, which refers to KD as the most sensitive. What's that? The most sensitive guy. Shit, what's that? The GOAT, the Masot. The most sensitive, greatest player of all time, something like that. Yeah, the most sensitive, greatest player of all time. That's what Rob Parker called him. Cool, that's fine. But then like I said, one of my favorite guys, Chris Broussard, comes up and say, "Okay, we all say KD's sensitive, right?" Yeah. Rob Parker said, "Yeah, okay, cool. He's sensitive, the Masot, yep." And he says, "You know what? He might not be sensitive. He might just be a gangster." Rob Parker says gangster with an ER. He said, "No, not gangster, gangsta with an A." And he said, Chris Broussard said, "Let me explain." So I'm hearing, like, okay, I'm already cringing. Okay, gangsta, okay. And he says, okay, every time somebody bad mouths or say something bad about, or every time somebody says something about KD on live TV that he disagrees with, he hits them up straight up in the direct message or in person, whether it be players, former players, analysts, stuff like that. KD has hit them up or stepped to them face to face and hashed things out like a man, and that's gangster to me, as Chris Broussard said. So I cut it off right there. I pause, I think about it, cringe. I'm like, this is crazy. I don't understand where he coming from with this, but okay. I finished the clip out, cool. and it didn't get any better. It stayed the same. He didn't really clarify or clean up what he was saying. But I just want to respond to Chris Broussard, man, and say that's trifling, man. As a black man talking about another black man on live TV every day, picking apart his game, picking apart his personality, saying he's sensitive, he's a crybaby, he's a cupcake, all that stuff, different names you call this man, and you say he's a gangster for defending himself. I don't I don't understand that. I know you work for a big brand, a big brand in Fox Sports One, but man, the clickbait title and you reaching like that, calling him out his name, be a gangster. What's gangster about approaching somebody about speaking ill on them? Or if KD said you're lying on him, why wouldn't he speak up for himself? He's not every other superstar that's scared to, or not scared, just don't want to say something about to get attention on themselves or bad press on themselves from the media. Like LeBron won't ever respond to people like Skip Bayless or Chris Broussard who may have the story a little wrong, or a little twisted, or might flat out lie sometimes. You never know, but a lot of the superstars don't respond, but KD does. So KD's getting the title of being sensitive. How about he just being confrontational? Or how about he's defending himself instead of using a word like gangster? What's gangster about hitting you up on Twitter and asking you or telling you you're lying or asking where you get that from? How's that gangster? That choice of wording is denigrating KD, man. I don't get it. I don't like it. You wouldn't call another white guy Chris Broussard. You wouldn't call him gangster. You wouldn't call Baker Mayfield gangster. Baker Mayfield grabbing his nuts, taunting other players back in college. Baker Mayfield has also recently, and after he got drafted, had arguments in person and on Twitter with Colin Cowherd, one of Chris Broussard's, almost a label mate, like his music, like his Fox Sports One team member. Colin Cowherd has his own show. He had some bad things to say about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield came on the show, talked trash to his face, talked trash to him on Twitter after the fact and before the fact. And I remember watching the episode where Rob Parker and Chris Broussard talked about the episode, talked about the argument between Colin Cowherd and Baker Mayfield, and not once did he mention Baker Mayfield to be gangster. And he stepped to Colin Cowherd on his show in person, on live TV, and on Twitter, before and after the fact, and during the fact, to his face, and spoke down on Colin Cowherd to his face. But you did not call Baker Mayfield gangster for doing what he did to Colin Cowherd. So I don't get why you call KD a gangster. He has not threatened anybody with bodily harm. He has not threatened anybody physically, mentally, nothing. Even when he's on his burner accounts on Twitter, everything y'all show, he's defending himself. He might be cussing a little bit. He might be cussing and being a little vulgar with it. That's cool. That's fine. It is what it is. It happens. But he's not threatening anybody. I'm gonna punch you when I see you. I'm gonna smack you up. I'm gonna get my goons to get you. Nothing like that. Nothing that KD once say that's public. I'm gonna say, or nothing that Chris Broussard or Stephen A. or Skip Bayless or other people, analysts that I've seen talk about KD say he's meant bodily harm or physical harm to them. That's never been the case. So for Chris Broussard to say that about KD as a black man, I don't like it, man. And then for Rob Parker, as an older black man, Chris Broussard about 40, pushing 50, something like that. Rob Parker is about 10 years plus Chris Broussard's elder. So he's 50, pushing 60, somewhere around there. He's around Skip Bayless' age. So for you to let him slide with that and not check him on that over Twitter beef, and him not really beefing as he's defending himself, if Kevin Durant says that's a lie, Whether he's lying or not, doesn't matter. He's not. He's not trying to hurt anybody by coming out and talking and challenging you on what you're saying on live TV about that man. Like I said, you're calling him the Masote Rob Parker, calling him the Masote, soft, sensitive. You hear that every day on every sports media. He's soft. He's the most sensitive athlete of all time. All that blah blah blah. That may be true, but what man want to hear that every day about themselves and not want to defend themselves? That's not being gangster. That's just being defensive. That's being at the most at maximum. That's being confrontational. But being a gangster, I don't see it, man. I really think I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. I've been going on a little too long with it, but I really think Chris Broussard and Rob Parker, but really Chris Broussard owe that man an apology on live TV. Same way you call him a gangster, you should apologize and say, I no, say I'm sorry. Um, that's just that on that, man. I don't want to keep going on with it. I can rant about this all day long. Cause when I seen the title, I was upset instantly. I did the first day I seen it, I didn't even want to listen to it, but I had to for the show, and I had to for myself as a fellow black man. What's gangster about what Katie did? But I'm gonna get off that topic for right now. Hopefully, I see something where Chris Broussard apologizes or somebody checks him live on air, whether it be FS1, ESPN, another basketball player, something. But I haven't seen it yet, and today is Friday, so it is what it is. But on to the topic list, man. Let's get started with the topic list. Let's start with a little MMA. UFC 239 is tonight. John Jones Bones versus Thiago Silva. Uh, the GOAT John Jones should come out with the victory. I don't see why not. But Silva is a tough competitor. He has hands of stone. He's no joke now. So um, I really, I don't see a reason why um, John Jones would lose. But you never know. You never know, especially in a sport like uh, MMA. Like I said, episode 2, I believe. Um, I rank MMA as the hardest sport to compete in, the hardest sport to be elite in. I put MMA number one. In my opinion, that's tough, man. It's tough. You cannot have an off day. You can't have an off game, an off match, and you know, getting punched in the face, kicked in the face, elbow, knee. You never know what an opponent might throw at you. But John Jones is the best fighter of all time, in my opinion. Mixed martial arts in in every league I've seen. I've seen Bellator, I've seen Glory, I've seen Fight One, I believe it's called, UFC. John Jones is the best, flat out. John Jones is the most talented fighter ever, and he's gifted on in every level. He's a top notch wrestler. He's a good striker. He's a good kicker. Good clinch game. He's awesome, man. And the thing about him is, whatever you're good at, he nullifies that and takes it away from out your arsenal. So now you're just stuck. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I can't see. I can't. I don't see John Jones losing, but I do see a way where he can lose. Um, he's the best, but you never know. In this fight game, I've been seeing a lot of interviews where John Jones has been very cocky, very, just very seems like he above this matchup. And like I said, Thiago Santos is no joke. He got hands of steel, hands of stone. He don't mind throwing them hands, and he will connect and knock somebody out. But John Jones does have his chin. We've seen that against him and Gustafson years ago. Though they had that bloody matchup. Some say Gustafson won, but John Jones retained his belt that night. But Thiago Santos, he's no joke, man. But John Jones is the big favorite. He's a major favorite. But I'm gonna give it to John Jones. I'm gonna say unanimous decision. I don't think he knocked him out, but I say unanimous decision. John Jones clearly wins. Um, let's go. Let's see. I'm gonna talk about fights I really care about. I'm not gonna really talk about all the fights. I don't know, and I don't know everybody. I don't know everybody either. So talk about people I know of fights I care about. Um, the co-main event, the women's bantamweight title bout, Amanda Nunes versus Holly Holm. Holly Holm got her fame from knocking out Ronda Rousey that one time with the kick. Amanda Nunes is a monster. She's a beast. A great bantamweight. I think she's gonna rock Holly Holm's world. She's gonna punish her, in my opinion. But Holly Holm is the favorite, so we will see. But I have my money on the champ, Amanda Nunes. She's a dog. She's a monster. I think she'll do her thing and come out with the win and retain her titles. The next match I want to talk about is Jorge. I apologize for it being a part two. For some reason, the part one cut off by itself, stopped at like 23 minutes by itself. But back on the UFC 239. Um, I'm not sure where I left off at, but I'll go over again. I have John Jones with the win over Thiago Santos. I'm gonna say unanimous this decision. The other co-main event, women's bantamweight title bout, Amanda Nunes versus Holly Holmes. Holly Holmes got her fame from knocking out Ronda Rousey with that crazy leg kick to the head. I'm gonna say Amanda Nunes, the champion, come out with the victory. She's a dog. She's a monster. She's a beast. I don't see Holly Holm, even though Holly Holm is the favorite. I don't see her winning this fight tonight. One of my favorite matchups on the card tonight is the welterweight bout between Jorge Masvidal and Ben Askren. Ben Askren, one of my favorite fighters to watch recently. This is his second fight in the UFC, but he's been wrestling. He's been competing in mixed martial arts for a long time. He's a former two-time Olympic champion. Um, he's like a three-time Olympic, not Olympic, a three-time college Division One wrestling champion. His weight class, I like him a lot. But Jorge Masvidal is no joke. He's got a full arsenal, ground game, got hands, everything you can ask for in a fighter. Um, Ben Askren can't really stand on his feet and punch like that, so it's gonna be a challenge. But if Ben Askren can get him to the ground, I believe he can win. Um, Jorge Masvidal is the favorite, but I'm gonna go with my favorite fighter, Ben Askren. He's a beast when he get a hold of you, man. He can drag you to the ground, do his groundwork, pound the ground. But if his fight stay on the feet, Masvidal might knock Askren out the first round, man. No joke. But I'm gonna give it to Ben Askren round two. I'm gonna say round two submission probably. I'm gonna give it to Askren. Um, I'm not really sure about these last two main card fights. I know Luke Rockhold, but I'm not sure of Jan Blachowicz. I don't know who he is. I'm not gonna lie to you, but Luke Rockhold is a monster, but he's an underdog, I think. Yeah, he's the underdog, so I don't know. I know Luke Rockhold. I'm not gonna really judge this fight, but my favorite fight of all time is fighting tonight. I first seen him on UFC Ultimate Fighters 1, the season 1, and the winner of season 1. My favorite fighter of all time, Diego the Nightmare Sanchez, in a welterweight bout against Michael Chiesa. I don't know who he is, but Diego Sanchez, I believe, will come out with the win, with the W. My favorite, the guy that got me into the UFC and the mixed martial arts fighting, I'm gonna give it to Diego Sanchez, man. I don't care how he get it, but as long as he win, I'll be happy. But yeah, like I said on John Jones, I don't see John Jones winning. Hold on now, my feed for the Zion RJ game has frozen. What's going on with this? But I don't see John Jones losing. I can see how he does, but John Jones is normally not that careless. He's always on his A game. But like I said earlier on part one, if it went up to that part, John Jones has been uh, he's been very, what's the word I'm trying to find? I don't know, but he's been looking towards his future opponents a little too much for my liking. He's really always grounded mentally, But this matchup, I see interviews with him. He's been really talking about future opponents and moving up in weight classes, and really tossing Thiago Silva as a loss already. Well, as a win for him already. I don't like that out of John Jones. No, he'll say, like I said, he's a goat. He's the best to ever do it. But cockiness can always hurt people, man. You never know. Look at Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz for the heavyweight title in boxing. You never know, man. You never know. So I just want to caution John Jones to come in prepared. I think he will, and he'll do his thing and be great tonight and get the W. But on to another UFC fighter. I'm not sure if you guys know this man, but another heavyweight title contender by the name of Francis Ngannou, 6'6", 250, out of the Congo. He's been fighting for a few years now, but he might be finally getting his title shot after this next title fight between the champion Daniel Cormier and Stipe Miocic. Francis might finally be getting his title shot, but is he ready though? That's the question I have. The heavyweight division looking kind of weak right now. Francis gonna knock everybody out for the most part, so it's gonna be a little like, he is next in line for a title shot, but I don't know if he's ready though. He's fought the former champion Stipe before, and Stipe. Oh, let me give a breakdown on Francis Ngannou real quick. Like I said, 6'6", 240, powerhouse, probably the strongest puncher in the UFC right now. He's a beast, man. He's a big silverback gorilla type of man, big, huge, muscles on muscles. Like I said, he's from Congo or something like that. I believe the Congo, if I'm not mistaken. But big muscle bound man, and he's been knocking people out lately with ease. Not even with good clean punches, but with like punches that graze them. They've been dropping like flies. He defeated 2 weeks ago Junior Dos Santos on the free UFC Fight Night card on ESPN. He knocked him out off of a punch. Dos Santos gave him his back while they were standing up. He turned his back to Francis, and Francis hit him on the chin, and he dropped. So that's that. And like I said, Junior Dos Santos is a former champion, world champion. And the fight before that, Francis knocked out former champion Cain Velasquez. They were close, throwing blows close up, and he really missed them. He really missed. The crazy thing is, he really missed his target. He tried to hit Cain Velasquez on the top of his face, but Cain kind of jumped up and hit the bottom of his chin, like barely grazed it. But Francis so strong, he dropped him. He still dropped him. So Francis is a powerhouse, but he's not quite polished technically yet. That's what happened when he fought Stipe, the former champion, who was going back for his belt against Daniel Cormier, I think in maybe August, September. But Stipe blocked all his punches, ducked all of them, blocked all of them, took a few. They didn't drop him, and he out wrestled, outmanned, out cardio. His stamina was a lot better. He just punished Ngannou like he was a little boy. And Stipe is no short dude either. He's 6'6", 6'7", nice weight, 220, 225, something like that. And he threw Ngannou around with no problem. I think TKO, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Stipe is no joke. But the winner of this Stipe Daniel Cormier fight might fight Francis next. It should fight Francis next. And Francis, Daniel Cormier and Stipe are both top-notch, top-level champions, champion-worthy competitors. And I'm not sure if Francis is ready for either one of them. Stipe, like I said, Stipe punished them last time. Francis didn't get that much better. His competition he's been facing is just a lot weaker than those two guys. And both guys have tough chins. Talking about Cormier and Stipe. So I don't know if he's ready, man. I don't know if he's ready. He got the power, but his game, his overall wrestling, his he's just not polished as a. He's not a technician of the game yet. He's a great fighter punching wise, but everything else, his technique, his footwork, his wrestling, grappling, is not quite there yet. So, I want to see a little bit more out of him first, but he might, the way he's knocking people out and stuff like that, he might be thrusted into the uh, the title fight before he's ready. But if he catches them, whoever he faces, if he catches them, it might be night night for him, man. So I'm just say that about him. But that's it for the UFC for right now. I'll break down the results next week of UFC 239. I don't expect John Jones to be upset, but you never know. Thiago Silva is no joke. Um, let's see what's gonna be next. Let's talk about a quick little basketball, man. Kawhi Leonard still hasn't picked a team yet, sadly. Free agency started Sunday. Um, it's Friday, almost a week, and he has not picked a team yet. I'm leaning towards him picking the Lakers because he wants a long-term deal. He doesn't want a short-term 1 year, 2 year deal. He want to be wherever he can be at for the probably rest of his not rest of his career, but probably for the bulk of his prime, the next 4 or 5 years. And I don't see him picking Toronto to be there for the next 4 or 5 years. I wouldn't do that because if you think about it, if you go to the East in 2 3 years, who's gonna be the best players in the East? As Kawhi gets older, and you need more load management. You have Giannis will be about 26, 27 in the dead of his prime. Oh my lord, it's gonna be scary. You have Jason Tatum coming into his prime. He'd probably be about 23. Yeah, he's about 21 now. 20, 21. Jason Tatum will be about 23, 24, about 23 years old. Um, Ben Simmons should have a jump shot by then also. In 2 3 years, should be at least mid range jump shot going on. And B not gonna be nothing but a 29 if he's still healthy, something like that. So it's gonna be tough, man. Out west, who you really have to compete with? Everybody's gonna be older. James Harden gonna be older. Steph Curry gonna be about 34, 35. James Harden gonna be about 33. You know, Paul George gonna be up there. Russell Westbrook gonna be up there. I would just lean toward you have the better teammates. Siakam gonna get better, you would think, but the other team around him gonna be Serge gonna be gone, Marcus Gasol old, Kyle Lowry pretty old. Danny Green up there, his Kawhi Leonard best friend on the team. Danny Green like 35. So 2 3 years, the players around you. It doesn't matter who around you in Los Angeles Lakers. You got AD still, who's in his prime also, the same time you are. So it's not gonna be difficult bringing guys around you once LeBron leave. And Kuzma's still young. Kuzma like 22. So I don't see him going to Toronto for the long term. I don't see it. I really don't see it. So that's it on Kawhi Leonard. Hopefully he pick a team tomorrow or today. You listen to this today, Saturday. I hope he pick a team today. But you never know. He's so random. He's so strict with his the way he do things. You never know what he's gonna do. But I am leaning towards him going with a 4 year deal to the Lakers. Um, let's see. Let's go to boxing real quick. Let's go back to boxing. So I seen reports. About Triple G versus Canelo 3. I do not want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm good. You can keep that fight. You can definitely keep that fight. I think Triple G was robbed on the first one. The second one, Canelo. Was it the second one? Canelo got caught on steroids or something like that. I don't know, but I don't want to see I don't want to see a trilogy of those two guys fight, man. It won't entertain that, in my opinion. I'm waiting to see Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, but that's not really entertaining either. It's a good fight, but Fury really dominated Wilder the entire fight, except for that one knockdown, the 10th round when Wilder knocked him out, knocked Fury out. He should have won it then, but that's just politics sometimes, or just the human error. You never know. But yeah, I don't want to see Triple G and Canelo round three, part three. I'm good on that, man. But next week I will say a fight I am excited for. I've seen the previews for. I've seen them talking about it, and I think the date is set. Errol Spence and Sean Porter. Oof, oof, that's gonna be tough. That is gonna be tough. I cannot wait to see that fight. That's what I'm waiting on for sure. Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter. Oh yeah, I'm ready for that one. So I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that one more next week. But Canelo, Triple G, three. I'm good. I'm good on that. On back to basketball real quick. The Atlanta Hawks, man. The Atlanta Hawks. They're looking mighty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I can't hold it to myself no more. The Atlanta Hawks are looking very, very, very good. Very good. They're looking nice, man. I like what they're doing. They just traded for Chandler Parsons. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any reports on if they're gonna waive him or anything like that. I think they're gonna keep him. And their team looking solid, man. They got a lot of shooters around Trey Young. A lot of shooters. So, and I don't know if anybody here heard episode one, but it's not on the website right now. I'm waiting on trying to get it transferred over, whatever. A lot of stuff going into that. But episode one, which was the draft night, I have the best player in the draft being DeAndre Hunter, that went to the Hawks at number four pick. I have him being a Kawhi Leonard type player, if you guys didn't know. So yeah, I do have uh, the Hawks getting the best player in the draft, which is DeAndre Hunter. So I do believe that the Hawks got a steal at number four for DeAndre Hunter. He's gonna be a monster in my opinion if they use him right in the right scheme, the right system. And don't forget, and don't remember. I mean, don't remember. Don't remember. Please remember, Kawhi Leonard wasn't the Kawhi Leonard he was now in San Antonio. He was not that until Duncan and them, Tony Parker and Ginobili, they got a little older. Kawhi was a very good role player to a very good starter that played his role very well. So don't get it twisted like, oh yeah, Kawhi was the GOAT from the get go. He was the best. No, Kawhi played his role to the T. Great defender, great mid range, spot three sometimes. He did his job. But then he got his own, got a little older. That's when he matured to be the Kawhi he is now. His last year, the year before his last year in San Antonio, and then his first year in Toronto is when you see him now blossom to his superstar. So Hunter could be on that same track, man. So don't just get confused. Okay, where that coming from? They say the Hawks trying to build a Golden State West with all them shooters and players and role players. I remember Chauncey Billups gave DeAndre Hunter the comparison of Draymond Green. I don't understand that one. Defensive wise, for sure, they both could be defensive player of the year in my opinion. But shooting wise, scoring wise, Hunter's better than him right now. Hunter is better than scoring right now than Draymond will ever be in my opinion. So to give him a Draymond Green comparison is very, very off to me. But we'll see about that. But they got Trey Young, Kevin Herter at shooting guard. They drafted Devin Hunter. DeAndre Hunter, who will probably be the four, I would think, maybe. John Collins the five, and then the three, maybe Chandler Parsons, maybe the rookie Cam Reddish, probably Chandler Parsons. Cause DeAndre is a big boy, so DeAndre can play the four. He's 6'8", about 220, 225. He's solid. He's a big dude. He's a big dude. So I believe he can probably play the point, play the power forward, and be fine, and be able to give him mid range to a corner three type, stretch four type thing right now. But yeah, the Hawks looking very good to me, man. They need a center to me. I know John. Like I said, I guess if DeAndre Hunter played a four, John Collins hit a five. John Collins like 6'9", 6'8", but got a hell of a lot of bounce. But that's not gonna last all the time. That's not good for rim protection either. So I don't know what they're gonna do about that. But they have a good core coming in, man. So I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Um, on to the Pelicans. I did not talk about the Pelicans at all during. I didn't talk about the Pelicans at all during the NBA draft free agency segments the last 2 weeks. But I like them a lot. I like what they did. I don't get JJ Redick signing there. I don't get it. I don't understand it. He's not gonna win there. I mean, I guess for the money, but I don't know. I'm more about winning. I love the money too. Don't get me wrong. I love having the access to money. I don't love money. I love the access to getting money. But you know, JJ probably had a lot of offers, in my opinion, to go to many championship team, but he chose to go to the New Orleans Pelicans. Uh, I don't like it. I don't like that move. I don't understand it on JJ's side, but what would make him happy, he's happy, I guess. He getting like a 2 year, 25 million type deal. He just made a year 18 million last year, and I think the year before made a year 12 million. But I don't want to count that man pockets for real. But good for him. But the team looking good though, man. Lonzo, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Jackson Hayes, Zion, Jaleel Okafor, Derek Favors. Ugh, it's nice. It's nice. It's gonna be a nice team, man. It's gonna be no joke. They might creep into the seventh, eighth spot, maybe six. You never know. That team, if they can gel right, good coaching with good coaching Al Gentry, they can might make a run for the eighth, no, seventh seed maybe. You never know. But you know, I like him a lot. I like Zion. I have him ranked number four as the fourth best player in the draft this year. Um, I like guards more than I like big men. He's not a true big man per se, but I do like DeAndre Hunter better. I like RJ a little bit better, and I like not John Morant. I like DeAndre Hunter. Who was it, yo? I'm tripping. DeAndre Hunter, uh, RJ Barrett. Damn, who's the third one? I don't remember. It wasn't John Morant though. I don't know. Oh, Jared Culliver. Jared Culliver from Texas Tech went to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I like those three guys better than I like Zion. In my If they all reach their potential, I like them about equal, a little bit better than I like Zion. But that's just me. But people thought I was crazy for saying that, but I'm gonna stick with it, man. DeAndre Hunter number one, Jared Culliver number two, number three Barrett, RJ Barrett, number four Zion. But you can probably flip flop Zion and RJ Barrett. They'll probably be three and four in my opinion. But if you want to, you can give Zion three. But I'm gonna stick with DeAndre Hunter and Jared Culliver if they reach their max potential. I'm going with my eye test, not the scouts eye test, not the what the media is saying, the big mainstream media is saying. I'm going with what I see. I compare them to Jimmy Butler, to for Culliver, and Kawhi Leonard right now to DeAndre Hunter. So that's just me though. People think I'm crazy for that take. People at work, my friends, but I'm gonna stick with it, man. I'm stick with my guns. That's really it on basketball. I'm not really nothing really I want to talk about. Not really. Oh, hold on. There's not that much really on basketball I want to talk about. This might be the last basketball topic for a while. Maybe, I don't know. Ain't nothing really to discuss. Summer league going on. Like I said, I'm watching the Zion RJ Barrett game now. I haven't really seen anything for real. I've been talking too much. I haven't really focused, so that's been good. I've been checking back and forth. I don't see any real highlight plays going on, nothing like that. I don't see Zion or RJ taking over, but I don't expect nothing too much. They're still rookies, and I don't expect nothing crazy from them. The first game anyway, but it is packed. It's a packed house. LeBron, I saw DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, AD, a lot of guys there, man. I seen so, and the summer league game is packed. It's a full house for this game, man. So it's crazy. And I know the Pelicans feel blessed they got Zion because they were one of the worst teams to have attendance wise with their fans. Even though you didn't make the playoffs 2 years ago with Davis and Cousins, or Cousins were hurt, but Davis and Rondo, they were still one of the worst playoff attendance um, teams in the playoffs. So Zion should bring them a lot of money um, as soon as he starts. Oh, he got a steal. Zion got a steal. Got foul. He get foul. Okay, ain't call that foul. Word. But it's not college no more. It's not college. I see. But Zion got a steal. Drove in and kind of hacked him, but they didn't call nothing. But you know, it is big boy ball now. It is what it is. But on to football, man. Let's talk about some football, guys. I want to break down a different division every week in the NFL. I'm gonna probably start with the NFC first, and I'm gonna go with my team, Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna go with their division, the NFC South, NFC South division, man. I'm gonna do my favorite. I'm gonna break down each of the four teams. Excuse me. Oof. I'm gonna rank them, and I'm gonna see where they gonna end up finishing, man, when the year's over. Um, Outright favorite for the NFC South is the Saints, no question. I had them favorites in the NFC in total. I believe I spoke on that episode 2.5, maybe. I don't know, 2.99, 2.5, one of them, maybe two. I don't know. But I spoke about that the Saints being my favorite team out of the NFC in general. So yeah, I had the Saints number one, the clear-cut favorite for the NFC South title, and probably the first round bye. Their team is complete, man. I don't see any flaws in their offense. I have their roster pulled up now. I don't see any flaws, man. I really don't. I really don't. Quarterback Drew Brees, solid. He might decline a little bit. He might decline a little tiny bit. He has been over the last few years, but I don't see a major decline or anything like that. Michael Thomas, top five receiver. He's super nice. Ted Ginn, solid speedster still. O line still good. Tight end Josh Hill. Tight end Jared Cook. Oh my gosh, that is a steal. Jared Cook at tight end is a steal. It's a steal, guys. Jared Cook has put up great numbers the last few 3, 4, 5 years, but he's bounced around. Never got a long term deal with any team he's been on for some reason. But he was with the Titans. I remember Titans, Raiders, Rams, Dolphins. He been bounced around the league a few times and never got a long term deal. But he's been putting up great numbers with mediocre quarterbacks or average quarterbacks. So to see him come with Drew Brees, oh man, Drew Brees gonna utilize him like nobody else's business, man. Alvin Kamara, you know what he do out the backfield: catch, run the ball, super nice. His switching partner, his rephrase that his backfield partner, Latavius Murray, from Minnesota last year. Nice pickup. He takes place of Mark Ingram. I like him a lot. A good power back to change pace up from Alvin Kamara. I like it. Defense still led by Cameron Jordan and DN. Sheldon Rankins, nice. Malcolm Brown, nice. Marcus Davenport was a rookie last year. Didn't show a lot, but hopefully he'll pan out this year for the Saints. He's supposed to be a pass rushing expert, but a pass rushing first guy, not really a run stopper as of yet. From last time I seen him, but a very good pass rusher. Linebackers kind of slacking for the Saints. They're solid, but nothing crazy, nothing too, no big name house name type dudes. AJ Klein, I know him from Carolina. He's solid, nothing crazy. Demario Davis from the Jets last year, it's cool. Alex Anzalone, I don't know who the heck that is, but the linebacker core a little bit lacking on the name recognition side, but the talent and fit wise, I'm not sure. But I'm sure they're pretty decent, at least be average. One guy I see that's still in the league somehow. He played okay last year, kinda sorta. Eli Apple. He's still in the league. I don't understand. I'm still confused. Eli Apple is still in the league getting a paycheck. Uh, he wasn't all that good last year. Even with the Giants, he wasn't that good. So I'm confused on how he getting so many chances. But shout out to him, still getting that bag, man. That NFL bag, man. I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. But Eli Apple's still there. He's definitely the weak spot to me at left cornerback position. At right cornerback, you have Marshawn Lattimore, the stud. Marcus Williams at free safety, nice. Von Bell at strong safety, super nice. Cool. So yeah, they looking good, man. Looking good. Defense is lacking at the cornerback position, at left cornerback position, which is ooh, I'm talk so fast. The defense is kind of lacking, in my opinion, at the left cornerback position, at Eli Apple spot, and the linebacker position. Linebackers can be upgraded, and also Eli Apple can be upgraded at the. Woo, my talking so fast. Repeat that one more time. The linebackers can be upgraded, in my opinion, and the left cornerback position, which is Eli Apple's spot, can be upgraded as well. I'm not a big fan of Eli Apple. I'm just shocked he's still in the league getting his money, man. But more power to him. But Saints, I'ma believe. I believe they'll be first in the division once again. I don't think it even minute that much close. Even with my Falcons, my favorite team, they're not on the level of the Saints in my opinion. Offensive wise, defensive wise, I don't know. For my number two pick for the NFC South to finish number two, I'm gonna go with this Falcons, man. Like I said, the Falcons, they're to me the clear cut favorite for number two. I think the Panthers and the Buccaneers will fight it out for third and fourth. But number two, the Falcons, my favorite team. This could be Julio Jones last year with us, man. So all you Falcons fans, you know, just pray it works out. Pray a contract extension happens. But if not, I wouldn't mind trading Julio at the trade deadline. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If he's not gonna sign, or he on some type of I'm gonna sign in the year type mess, trade him and get him out of here. Get something back for him, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I love Julio to death, but you know, Julio's worth the money, I guess. And I say I guess because his injuries. He's always injured, always banged up, always out a few games here and there for a little knick-knack injuries. We have Calvin Ridley, we have Mohamed Sanu now at receiver position. My throat getting dry, kind of voice starting to crack. But I love Julio, but if he not willing to resign right now, or gonna wait till the season end and leave us high and dry with nothing. I don't think there are any signing trades in football. I don't remember seeing anything like that. So if he don't sign now, man, trade deadline like the Julio last time with us, man. I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it. I'd rather get something back for him than not losing for nothing. But our O line, Alex Mack at center, Jake Matthews at left tackle, looking good, looking okay still. Two rookies, Chris Lindstrom and Caleb McGarry, both first round picks this past draft. We'll see what they do, man. They're the right guard, right tackle spot, so hopefully they can keep Matt Ryan safe, man. Give him some pocket time, some time in the pocket, open up some running lanes, and get things going. A tight end, Austin Hooper still. He's solid. He okay. Nothing too crazy. Matt Ryan still quarterback. Yeah, I like him. He's a middle of the road, your average quarterback. Devontae Freeman, cool. Backup running back, Edo Smith. He had a good year last year, a good rookie year last year. I like him. Um, Defensive end, Vic Beasley, D tackle. We kept Grady Jarrett on a 1 year deal, if I'm not mistaken. I love it. He had a monster year last year, Pro Bowl year. Bring him back for another run, man. Our defense is solid, man. It's solid. Just need to stay healthy through the whole year, man. It's all we need. To stay healthy through the whole year. It's really the same team we had. We had that run for the title against the Patriots a few years ago, 3 years ago now maybe. It's really the same team. Jarrett, we have Brady Jarrett still. Vic Beasley got to show back up, man. Stop missing in action. Show up, Vic Beasley. Lord, please, please, Vic Beasley. The Devontae Campbell at strong side linebacker. Deion Jones, middle linebacker. I like him a lot. I like LSU. I love him. Weak side linebacker. I don't know who the heck this is. Fo Foles Day Alakun. I don't know. But as long as you show up to play, I'm cool with it. My favorite cornerback in the league, he just had been hurt a few years. Desmond Trufant. Um, I'm not sure if he still got it, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if he still has shut down in him anymore. Out of all them Achilles injuries he had 2 3 years ago, and the knick-knack injuries to his knees and his little small injuries here and there, man. I don't know if Trufant is still the shutdown he once was. I gotta see this year. I hope to see it, but I gotta see it though. Keanu Neal at safety, I like him. Ricardo Allen, like him. Isaiah Oliver at the right cornerback, I like him. I like him. I like everybody. I like it's solid. The team is solid still. We brought almost everybody back. I like it, man. I like it. I hate we gave up Tevin Coleman at the running back, but Edo Smith played well last year, so I'm not too mad at it. Um, like I said, I'm gonna give the Falcons a chance at the wild card position, a strong chance. They're one of the stronger teams that's gonna finish in second place. You know, because second place don't always mean your team is strong. You know, in your division, somebody gotta finish second, third, and fourth place, and I think Falcons might be the best second place team in the NFC. I'm saying that early though. I don't know. Let me see. Uh, yeah, no, I'm tripping. Yeah, they're one of they're one of between. I'm gonna save it. I don't wanna spoil my picks for the other divisions in the NFC, but they're one of the better NFC teams. Second, I have finishing second in their division. Yeah, they're one of the best second level teams in my opinion. On to the third and fourth ranking, man. Sheesh, I don't know. I do not know. The Panthers or Buccaneers. If you've seen my episode 2 on the of the podcast, I have a not so hot take, but a prediction on Cam Newton's future. And I don't have Cam Newton being too much longer with the Panthers. I have him 2 years, 3 years max with the Panthers. The Panthers are trying to hold off rebuilding, but they're almost there. They're really almost there, really, to be honest with you. And you know, if you give me the cornerback of Jameis Winston or Cam Newton, I'm gonna pick Cam Newton, but it's not like it's a sure way favorite. I mean, Cam Newton's better, but really about how much, neither one will lead to a championship. You know that 1 year Cam Newton had, his MVP year was special, but he hasn't really shown much before that or after that makes him be an MVP candidate again. So that might have been a one time thing, man, during that year. But the Panthers have DJ Moore, receiver, Jarius Wright. Nothing too crazy, man. Torrey Smith, Chris Hogan. O line, I don't know about none of these people. I don't know none of them. Greg Olson still, he getting older, always injured. Ian Thomas at second tight end. Christian McCaffrey. Nothing too crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie, nothing too crazy, man. I'm not really impressed by either roster. I'm going down the Panthers list now. Left DN Bruce Irvin, cool. Deontay Poe, okay. D tackle. Jared McCoy from the Bucks. He now with the Panthers. Brian Burns, right DN, rookie out of Florida State. Okay. Shaq Thomas, Luke Kuechly, Antoine Williams, Eric Reed. Eh, it's cool. I mean, nothing too crazy for the Panthers. Nothing too crazy. Um, Ron Rivera's still the head coach. I mean, it's cool. Nothing to be really impressed about, but they're alright. The Bucks, not too much better. I love their pick of Devin White. That stand out to me. I love Devin White as a linebacker, middle linebacker leader for the Bucks. I like him a lot, man. He's a hopefully a Patrick Willis, Ray Lewis type leader for a team. CJ Mosley type leader. I don't know how the Ravens let CJ Mosley go. I don't understand that, but that's I'll get to them when the AFC North come to me. The Ravens letting CJ Mosley go to the Jets is ridiculous. Uh, I'm paying that man top dollar anything you want, but I'll speak on them when I get to the AFC North. Um, they cool. I mean, the Buccaneers cool too. Pierre Paul. So okay, let me go like this. You give me quarterback, Jameis or um, Cam Newton. I'll take Cam Newton. So the Panthers won. Mike Evans or DJ Moore. Mike Evans. Um, Tight end OJ Howard or Greg Olson. Greg Olson got the experience and all that stuff, but OJ Howard is a speedster. He's an athletic freak at like 6'3", 6'4", run like a 4'4". I'm going with OJ Howard. Chris Godwin or who's the other receiver for the Panthers? Chris Godwin or whoever the other one is. I'm gonna get the Chris Godwin from the Buccaneers. I don't see, man. I don't get. I don't know. I'm gonna say Buccaneers, man. I'm gonna say Buccaneers with the third best team with the potential, but potential. If their new coach, Bruce Arians, can rein in James Winston craziness, rein in his ill-advised turnoverness, because he be turning over the ball like crazy. If he can rein that in and have James Winston play to his potential and be a game manager, the weapons he has with OJ Howard, Peyton Barber, Ronald Jones, a second if he getting playing time this year, um, Mike Evans, he got a nice offensive squad, man. Chris Godwin, he got an offensive team with a nice defense led by Devin White at linebacker, Jason Pierre-Paul at DN, Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vita, Deion Buchanan. They still have Cameron Brate at tight end too for backup tight end. They have two tight ends, Cameron Brate and OJ Howard, two nice tight ends. They got a squad, man. Justin Evans at safety, Noah Spence at linebacker, pass rushing specialist. I like them a lot, man. I like these guys a lot. I'm gonna say Buccaneers. Buccaneers with the um, third in NFC South, and I'm gonna give them a chance, a very good chance at beating out Atlanta Falcons for the second in the NFC South. If Bruce Arians can rein in James Winston, I believe the Bucks can finish second in the South, but I'm gonna give them third. I'm gonna give a close fourth to the Panthers. Yeah, so that's my prediction for the NFC South. Um, Saints number one and the clear favorite, barring any injuries. Saints number one is not even close. Number two, the Falcons. They just squeezed out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for number three, and then the Carolina Panthers are a little smidget behind the Buccaneers number four. But they'll do it for the podcast. Episode three of the podcast. This is part two. Part one is also available at the same time as part two. So check out